It has been 24 hours about since Beyoncé dropped her latest album, and tonight it seems everyone, including myself, is talking about how Cowboy Carter Act 2 is breaking barriers.
The Houston native says it's not a country album, it's a Beyoncé album, and it's shattering walls around that genre. Tonight, Devon Rahming takes a closer look at the album's nod to history from Discovery Green. Devon!
Well, people from all over the area spent the evening singing and dancing the night away to some of Beyoncé's greatest hits, including hits from her latest album, Speaking to History, tied to Houston.
Houston's own Beyoncé is blazing a trail of her own with her newly released album, Cowboy Carter and the rodeo Chitlin Circuit. The 27 tracks make up Act 2 in a 3-album series.
This ain't Texas.
But it's the Chitlin Circuit part of the title, Speaking to History, rooted right here in Houston's historic Freedmen's Town neighborhood.
Chitlin Circuit provided entertainment for our people. It was basically a tour for our Moorish American or black entertainers to travel to try and conduct their shows.
The Chitlin Circuit contributed to the success of black jazz, R&B, and rock and roll musicians, and many of the mega stars.
Sammy Davis Jr., Louis Armstrong, a whole lot of great entertainers
would find their way to Houston from the 1930s through the 1960s with the help of local promoter and founder of Houston's Peacock Records, Don Roby. Freedmen's Town historian and native Gladys Housel explains.
Here is where Roby lived and entertained his guests who would come into town.
And just behind his home?
He had a motel where the entertainers would stay because they weren't allowed to stay at the major hotels downtown where they performed.
Guarded by 2 signature fixtures lining the entryway.
That was his indication to say, hey, come to Freedmen's Town, look for the 2 lines. You know, if you forget the address, I'm on Andrew Street, you'll see the 2 lines.
It's this very history that black musicians track back to the early days of a genre known exclusively as race music.
Everybody keeps their history alive. We need to keep our heritage going too, and show respect.
Now, Cowboy Carter calls back to that history as Beyoncé blazes a path of her own. In downtown Houston, Devon Rahming, KHOU 11 News.